Slavery can be a good thing. I can almost see it in your eyes. You're already triggered, wondering what the heck I'm talking about. Slow down. Let's talk about it. In Romans 1:1, it says, Paul, a servant of Jesus Christ. Most translations say servant, but literally everywhere in historical Greek, do you know what it really means? Slave. Paul is saying he is a slave of Christ. The Greek word Paul uses is doulos. It literally means slave, someone bound to another, without personal freedom, belonging completely to their master. It comes from the root word to bind, to tie. In other words, a doulos is not just someone who helps, but someone who is owned. You see, when translators got to doulos, they faced a challenge. In English, slave brings up painful associations with the transatlantic slave trade. Brutal, racialized, and dehumanizing. Translators didn't want readers to think Paul was endorsing that. So in places where doulos has an honorary sense, like Moses, the doulos of the Lord, many translations soften it to servant. It feels more respectful, less harsh. But when Paul says things like Romans 6, you are slaves to sin, now you are slaves to righteousness, the word slaves carries the weight better than servant. Paul's point isn't that we casually serve God every now and then. His point is that our entire life, identity, and allegiance has completely changed. We are owned by Christ because he purchased us with his blood. So which is right? In truth, both. Slave is the most accurate translation, but servant can highlight the dignity and honor in belonging to God. Neither fully captures it though, but together, they give a fuller picture. Paul wasn't shy when he wrote Romans 1:1. He introduced himself not as Paul the great apostle, but as Paul, a doulos of Jesus Christ. He wore the title slave of Christ as his highest honor. Now we live in a culture that worships independence. Be your own boss, live your own truth, nobody owns you. But Paul says the opposite. Everyone is a slave, either to sin or to Christ. And the only question is, whose slave are you? And here's the paradox. Slavery to Christ is true freedom. He's the only master who doesn't crush us, but gives us life, joy, and eternal purpose. God bless you.